Today we're going to take a look at what's going on in tech news. Let's get to it. Tales of Zhao, a game that we learned about in a heartfelt reveal during the 2023 Game Awards, goes live on April 23rd. Reviews are already starting to come in, and it's looking like a solid Metroidvania entry. While reviews mention that the gameplay itself is what you'd expect from a good modern-day action platformer that relies on the Metroidvania formula, it's the story and setting that'll really pull you in. From the developer, embark on a poignant single-player story, discovering how love gives us the courage to press on after devastating loss. Discover a universe inspired by Bantu tales, rich with untold lore of chaos and order, memories of ancient shamans, sacred spirits, and fascinating creatures. Journey through mystical 2.5D realms awash with color and depth. Wield cosmic powers from the sun and the moon to defeat restless spirits in rhythmic combat. Manipulate time and crystallize enemies using the power of the moon mask or launch fiery spears with the sun mask, all in meticulously handcrafted animations. Tales of Zhao is part of the EA original portfolio, and you could pick it up or check out the demo now at your favorite digital storefront. In a couple of Fallout-related items, the aftershocks from the Fallout TV series continue. If you were having problems downloading from Nexus Mods this past weekend, well, it wasn't just you. The admins took to their status page to let users know that the Fallout TV series is to blame. From the update, April 20th, we are experiencing much more traffic than usual due to the popularity of the Fallout TV series. We've deployed extra resources where possible, and we're monitoring the uptime and performance across the network. We have staff on call at all times to deal with any problems. April 22nd. While we're still experiencing heavy load on the website and the CDN, we've added more resources to the website and rerouted some file downloads to try and keep things moving. Here at Overload headquarters, we were setting up a new Open Morrowind install over the weekend, and this definitely impacted us. Link timeouts and infinite downloads were pretty much our experience all Sunday long. The status page shows that they're continuing to investigate issues at the time of this video, and we can confirm that issues are still hitting us here. While it's great to see this renewed interest in modding Fallout 4, we're not sure that this week's going to get any better, because of this next news bit. In related news, Nexus Mods is preparing for the upcoming Modpocalypse. As with most big game updates, mods are usually the first casualty, and Fallout 4's next-gen update is definitely going to leave some mod destruction in its wake. Since Bethesda hasn't provided official details about how mods are going to be affected, the post is speculative, but gives some pretty good guesses as to what we might expect. They're guessing that Fallout 4's Script Extender, or F4SE, and any dependent mods are almost certainly going to be incompatible. There's also a lot of unknowns around mod support for the Epic version of the game. Since some gamers have mod setups that could have taken hours or even days to get up and running, Nexus has put up a forum post to let users know how to hold off on updating their games. Along with that, they mentioned they've added 2 new tags to help identify what works and what doesn't once next gen drops. From the post, if a mod is confirmed to work with the next gen update, it should have the Works with Next Gen Update tag. If a mod is confirmed to be broken by the next gen update, it should have the Broken in Next Gen Update tag. Tags can be added by the mod author, their team, or moderators. Tags can also be voted on to the mod page by at least 3 users, so if you find a mod tagged incorrectly, please help us all out by adding your vote. We'll leave links to all of this below. As part of their ongoing transformation, or downward spiral, Embracer Group has announced that they're splitting into 3 companies. From their press release, Asmodee is a leading international publisher and distributor of board games, trading cards, and digital board games, with 23 fully owned studios and 300 plus IP, and constitutes the tabletop gaming operating segment of Embracer Group. Coffee Stain & Friends is intended to consist of leading publishers and developers focused on a variety of games for PC, console, and mobile, including community-driven free-to-play games, live ops games, and indie/AA games. Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends is intended to remain a creative powerhouse in AAA game development and publishing for PC and console, and the stewards of the Lord of the Rings and Tomb Raider intellectual properties. The last 12 months have been a roller coaster ride over at Embracer Group since the collapse of their planned $2 billion partnership, and it's been rough to see its effects on the studios that they picked up right before the deal fell through. Hopefully this is an actual turning point for things over there, because the layoffs and studio closures have been hard to watch. Before we get to the rest of the video, I want to mention our Patreon. As a subscriber, you'll be listed as a producer of our content. You'll also get access to our custom game cover art that we've put together over the years. You'll likely see it in action in some of our videos. This art works great with custom launchers and really goes a long ways in making a digital game collection look awesome. So click on the link below, head on over to our Patreon, and become a producer today. Okay, back to the video. Valheim's Ashland update is now available via the public test branch version of the game, and you can access it on both Steam and PC Game Pass. Along with the update, Iron Gate has released a trailer that shows off the new biome, new enemies, and siege weapons in action. From the post, the world is heating up, and in the south something is stirring. The creatures of the Ashlands come to life as the biome update is here at last. Please keep in mind that this is still the public test version, and that there will possibly be several patches to fix bugs and improve the balance of the game before this update is released to the live version of the game. Your feedback during this test period is highly appreciated, so please tell us what you think. They include info on what Steam and PC Game Pass users need to do to access the public test build of the game. They also reference a preparation guide that they released back in March to get gamers ready for the Ashlands. The patch notes are at the bottom of the post, and they've grouped them into non-spoiler and spoiler sections, which is great to see. From the non-spoiler section, they list 30 new weapons, 10 new creatures, 70 new buildable items, 5 new crafting station upgrades, and 30 new crafting materials. As huge Valheim fans, we're pretty hyped to see this update. We've been waiting for the achievements update to drop, but we might have to hop back in sooner than that to check this out. Private Division has dropped a trailer for their upcoming Lord of the Rings game, and it's looking like a Hobbit-themed life sim. From their website, create and personalize a Hobbit with an array of customizations to experience the world of J.R.R. Tolkien's beloved Middle-earth universe in your own way. Settle in and decorate a cozy Hobbit home, choosing from an array of furniture and home decor to create your unique, humble abode. Then head outdoors to Bywater for plenty of cooking, fishing, foraging, gardening, and more relaxing activities in the Shire. Toss your lure to catch trout from the glistening waters of Bywater Pool, gather wild mushrooms, and then use the collected ingredients to bake a succulent pie to serve for luncheon. With a full belly, stroll back outside to explore the Shire, and build relationships with the Bywater locals by helping them to build a garden, sharing one of the many daily Hobbit meals, and more. If you're into cozy games like Dreamlight Valley or Animal Crossing like we are, then it looks like you'll be right at home here. Tales of the Shire is coming to both console and PC this year, and you can wishlist it now on all the major storefronts. And we forgot to mention this last week, so we're adding it here. If you were a fan of Untitled Goose Game and you love cats, Double Dagger Studios has a game for you. The trailer for Little Kitty Big City dropped last week, and here's what the developer has to say about the game. You're a curious little kitty with a big personality on an adventure to find your way back home. Explore the city, make new friends with stray animals, wear delightful hats, and leave more than a little chaos in your wake. After all, isn't that what cats do best? We're a cat household, and we had fun with Untitled Goose Game, so we feel equal parts seen and target marketed. You can wishlist it now on Steam, Switch, and Xbox, and won't have to wait much longer, because Little Kitty Big City is set to release on May 9th. And that about wraps things up. Please like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and we'll chat again soon.